I cried tears of joy a few minutes ago when I heard the decision of the Supreme Court on DACA.
The DACA decision is something that supports our values as a country. This way is the American way, and we're very proud of it.
The Supreme Court ruling against the Trump administration's effort to end the DACA program.
But while Democrats are praising the decision, our next guest, a DACA recipient, says the move hurts the Dreamer community.
Here to explain, Hilario Yanez joins us from, I believe, down in Houston today. Hilario, good morning to you.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
We're doing okay. How does this impact you?
Well, it doesn't get us a step closer to a permanent solution. Yesterday, I was working, and then all of a sudden, my phone started blowing up, and a lot of friends and family, especially in the Hispanic community, said, "Congratulations, Trump is not deporting you." And that was never the intention. Trump's intention was to get rid of DACA so we can find a permanent solution and force Congress to do their job. Unfortunately, yesterday's decision does not give me a permanent solution. I still don't know what my future looks like.
So what is your message to other DACA recipients? What you feel like they think the president was trying to deport, and you're saying that he wasn't. What did he want to give to your community, to the DACA recipients?
Yeah, since day one, I have supported this president because the president is a president first, a rule of law, but also a compassionate leader. And the president has stand for the community, DACA community. He has supported the DACA community. If anything, he's stepping up to the plate and forcing Congress to do its job. I think also there's an opportunity here for the White House to invite the Dreamer community. I would love to sit down with the president to tell them my story, tell them what it means for the DACA community. I also think, politics, especially in this election year, optics matter, actions matter, and I think it would also, if he invites the Dreamer community, it will help him among the Hispanic community in places like Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and it'll give us an opportunity to work together and change this narrative that Trump is somehow trying to deport the Dreamer community, which is not true.
Hilario, you say you want Congress to do its job. What does a bipartisan solution for the Dreamer community look like?
Well, we need to work on both sides of the aisle. I think on one side, we're asking for a permanent solution. On the other side, we need border security. I think that's the best opportunity to work together. And I'll tell you one last thing. I have seen this president. This is a president with results. I have seen him work with Congress on bipartisan issues. This president has brought prison reform, and also, and during these times of uncertainty, he has brought the CARES Act, and he needed both parties to get that passed. So I know there is hope. I know there's an opportunity to work together to to pass an immigration reform bill. But again, a best solution would be a permanent solution for Dreamers in exchange for border security package.
Sure. And Hilario, you remember back in 2017, Donald Trump, who ran on immigration reform, said, "Okay, Congress, the Dreamer Act right now, not really a bill, it's just an executive order. Let's make it legal. Congress should work on it. I'm going to give you 6 months." They didn't do anything. He essentially thought he had a deal at one point with Chuck Schumer. The 700,000 people who are in this country under the Dreamer provisions would be protected and get legal status, essentially, if the Democrats would have built that wall. So it was the wall for the Dreamers, but the Democrats ultimately said, no. Right?
Correct. And I think, this is the Democrats' tactic to always say they are fighting for the Dreamer community, fighting for the immigrant community. Well, it's time to show up and work with this president. Again, I think this president wants to get a deal done. But unfortunately, yesterday's decision, I think Democrats are seeing this as a win, an opportunity to use this for an election year. But I say, look, wait a minute. Here's an opportunity for the president to change the narrative, to change the story, and invite Dreamers to the White House. I would love to sit down and tell them about my story and what I've been through, and work with other Dreamers, so that way we can get a permanent solution across the table.
What is your story, Hilario?
Well, my mom brought me here at the age of 1. I grew up homeless, grew up without my father in my life. I grew up in a bad neighborhood, but it was my conservative values of faith, family, and freedom, and this love for this country. I love this country with all my heart, and I would die for this country. And all I want is for the president, along with Congress, to give me an opportunity to continue to serve my community, to continue to pay my taxes, to continue to be with my wife, with my family. All I want to do is just give back to this country that I love so much and has given me so endless opportunities. And I'm just incredible and just grateful that I'm here today in this beautiful country I call America.
Well, Hilario, thank you for your powerful message. It's so important for all Americans to hear, particularly in light of yesterday's decision. Hilario Yanez, thank you very much, and we hope you get an invitation to the White House perhaps soon.
Yeah, we do. God bless you. What a wonderful story.
I appreciate that. God bless you, and God bless this country.